Hello, I just wanted to make a quick video about what I like to call AI, and everybody else calls it AI as well. So, everybody's obsessed or hearing with AI these days in terms of the AIs that they have out there available. I just wanted to go through a few examples and what actually AI is. So this is the most popular one. I'm sure everybody knows about this one. It's called ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one of those AIs that you sort of type in here and you ask it something, and then it compiles algorithms that it uses for learning to come up with an answer. And a lot of people have been using it to do a lot of things, such as have philosophical conversations, homework, schoolwork, write resumes, write letters, all kinds of different stuff, poetry, all kinds of different things in here. They've been getting Chat GPT and others to do it. Now, there's more than just Chat GPT. Chat GPT is one of the most popular ones. We also have this one here, Microsoft Copilot. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this who use Windows. It's saying right in the name, Microsoft Copilot. That is a type of clue because Microsoft is a company that owns Windows. So you know who makes it, and of course they bake it into Windows 11. So, and they want everybody on Windows 11. As a matter of fact, in October, I'll pull up the date in a second. That's when Windows 10 will be EOL, end of life. A lot of you must be familiar with this one, Google Gemini. Guess what? It says hello, dude, because it knows over here. It has my Google account, dude, 1969. So Gemini is very familiar with me. Hello, dude. You have access to all the things that I do in my Google account, and it's using that and compiling information. And what is on our phones, or not everybody's phone, but what's on most people's phones? Well, that would be Android. Um, Android is made by Google. It's supposed to be an open source operating system. So there's supposed to be, open source means it's free to the everybody to use, but as we kind of found out, not so much, because you could use a fork of Android on your own if you make your own device, but in order to have Google Play services, which a lot of the apps, 90% of them rely on, there's licensing fees and rules and regulations that Google has, and one of them is they like to collect your data, and they use that for other certain things like targeted advertising. They also use it for to compile information. So these things are use what they call learning models. So they look at what you do, what you type, what the kind of things and interactions that you have, and they learn from that. So that's an algorithm that it makes, a learning model. Yes. This one here is IBM's AI agents for customer service. I am not really familiar with this one here. I guess you could try it for free early morning. To be honest with you, I have no such desire to use AI, but there it is. You have another one called OpenAI. Again, you can write whatever you want, and start with. I guess it has Chat GPT, so maybe it's OpenAI is using some of these algorithms from these models. Another one I found here is Perplexity. I've never heard of this one before, but there's different things that you want. And of course, they all want you to sign in, continue with Google, continue with Apple, so they can use those things. Let's see. Here's one of our favorite tools, and again, this uses algorithms when you type in something in Google search. So let's see if we say Apple AI. So this here right here is my AI answer. See, AI overview. You get this now without you doing anything, that it uses the AI to generate an answer when you type something into the Google search. And as you type in with the Google search, it gets more information from what you're typing in here. So Apple AI, known as Apple Intelligence, is a personal intelligence system integrated into Apple's operating systems. iOS 18, iPad OS 18, Mac OS Sequoia, that uses on-device and server-based generative AI to offer personalized features while prioritizing, user privacy. Well, prioritizing your user privacy. I don't know. Maybe that's something Apple really does. I don't really use Apple, so I don't know. But again, it uses server-based generative AI in there. I mean, you do have the processing power of the device, but a lot of it, most of it, is what they call back-end stuff. So server-based AI is back-end. They have a thing called front-end and back-end. Front-end would be your device. The back-end would be the server side. And I've always said in my classes that the cloud, the server, all that stuff like that is just basically another person's computer. So when you upload your photos, back up your photos to the cloud, you are basically just putting it on somebody else's computer. Okay. Now I guess that somebody is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, but it's not your computer. That's for sure. Anyway, I just wanted to just go over a general view of AI and how people are using it. I don't know if anybody in my class, I teach seniors, so I don't know if any seniors are actually using it. But again, anytime you type something into Google search, and it's one of those things. See, artificial intelligence. There we go. We get the AI overview. This is Google's own Gemini doing this, and this also occurs on my phone too. So I just wanted to just take an overview of it. Now, I've always been an advocate for privacy in my class, and to be honest with you, I can't really speak to the privacy of any of these things: OpenAI, AI customer service, Gemini, Copilot, and ChatGPT. I try not to use them insofar as I don't I wouldn't go on here and start typing my messages on here, and I don't ask for answers for my problems from ChatGPT or Copilot. Okay, I don't ask for answers directly from Gemini, but I do this. This is what I do. I do this. And I'm not going to lie, this has helped me out a great deal. There's a lot of things that that I have solved, whether right away or with a deep searches into Google search as a search engine. There's other search engines out there. So we can also we can do this. So here's another one. So there we go. We've got Bing. So there's my Bing. But again, Bing is just the same. Bing is similar to Google as far as I'm concerned. Just that Bing is here. Microsoft Bing. So whether you want to put your faith in Google or you want to put your faith in Microsoft, that's on you. But there's a lot of different search engines that you can use. Like we can even use a search engine to find other search engines. So if we search, search engine. All right, so we have 25 alternate search engines you can use instead of Google. Sorry for using things. ChatGPT search, Google AI mode, Perplexities I showed you earlier, U.com. See you later. Yep, I've never used that one before. Openverse I've never used before. Bing, yep, I've used Bing. As a matter of fact, Bing is something that sort of comes baked into Microsoft when you use Windows. You'll get Microsoft Edge, and it will automatically have Bing in there as a default. So you'd have to switch your search engine to Google if you're using it. Yahoo.com. A lot of people still use Yahoo.com. So let's see. All right. So there's an example of Yahoo.com. Let's just pull it up just for fun. So let's go Yahoo.com. There we go. So we can search the web for something, Yahoo.com. And some people have their mail. A lot of people who use Rogers, it's at yahoo.com. It's mixed in with Roger's email if you use Roger's email account. I used to use Roger's, and I had a Yahoo account, and you could get in your mail that way. Now I switched to Bell, so I get my mail from Bell, and I'm curious. Let me see if Bell has an AI. So it does. Oh. Well, I guess they have AI data centers, sovereign AI. Yeah, so I'm not sure what this is. I would have to look into this, deep dive into this a bit more to get some bit more information on Bell's AI. I'm pretty sure that as a big corporation, Bell must have some kind of AI or partnering with somebody or something like that. But as you can see, there's a lot of things going on here. Yeah, Ecosia, never used it before. Karma, I've never used before. DuckDuckGo I have. So DuckDuckGo, let's type that in. DuckDuckGo. So DuckDuckGo is supposed to be more of a private AI. So SwitchDuckGo, and it's private and it's free. Well, I mean, they're all free because and free in terms of you don't pay money up front, but you pay by using it, and it's tracking your. I mean, it'll say search without being tracked, but I guess you could test it if you were an IT specialist, which I am not, but you're taking their word for it that it's protecting you. I use Brave browser, and if I click on here, it'll tell you that shields are up for DuckDuckGo, trackers and ads and more block, zip, sure, something like that. So if you go to something like let's open a new tab, and we go to Google. Let's see. Now it's telling me it's blocked 2 trackers and 2 agents. So this is what this is telling me just from going to google.com. So we could deep dive into that, but I'm not, for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to go that far. But I just wanted to demonstrate what kind of things are out there. You can use DuckDuckGo. It's not the most popular of these search engines by a long shot, but I would say it's probably more private than the others, and that's its secret sauce, if you will. Like, so in business, a lot of things, in order to be successful in a business, a lot of things, there's a lot of variables in there. Timing is one of them. So, I mean, if you go in with a recession, with the market is down, all kinds of different stuff. There's ways of making money and losing your shirt. But if you have a product that somebody wants, or say you're going to a market where there's a lot of products and you're sort of selling the same product, yours has to stand out. There's how you have to have that secret sauce. You have to have that extra flavor that somebody specifically wants. So if somebody is a privacy concern, then they would go to DuckDuckGo. But as you see, a lot of us normies, well, I guess I sort of am not the exception, but I still use Google, because guess what? My phone, which has Google Android on it, has a microphone, has a camera. I'm pretty sure that it's recording everything that I say or do. I have a Google speaker, the Google, what are they called? The little Google Echo. You have the, what is the Amazon version of the Google speaker is the Echo, right? Yeah, I have the Echo Show, and that's right beside my bed. I do have, it has a physical switch which you can turn off the camera. Let me just I'm not advertising for Amazon, by the way. I'm just trying to show you for the purposes of this video. Okay, so I have a little Echo Show. So it looks like this. It is a little clock here. Now I'm not advertising for them, but if you look up here, let's see. Okay, so if we zoom, that's as far as you can zoom in. Right here, it has a little camera, but there's a button on top which you can physically put something across that camera, and that would prevent you from. There we go. So here we go. So here it has a little button. So if you do it, it will physically put something that will block the camera, so you can't use the camera. However, you can't like block the microphone on this thing. I think you can on the Google Chromecast or Chrome devices. Let me see. Google Nest. There we go, Nest. Sorry, getting older, getting more forgetful. So the Nest that I have is sort of the Nest speaker. Nest Mini. There we go. So I have something like this. This is obviously the second generation. I don't know what generation I have, but I sure as heck didn't pay $72 for mine. And it looks like this. And it has a microphone in it, which you can turn off. At the bottom there is a switch that you can turn. You can mute the microphone. But then once you mute the microphone, its usefulness in terms of being a smart speaker is gone, because you can't say, hey Google, do this or do that. It's not hearing you. You could use it as it basically just becomes a Bluetooth speaker at that point, which is fair enough. It's an added bonus, but I leave the microphone on, and I try not to talk about sensitive things around it. I always tell my spouse, hey, let's go over here if we want to talk about this. Or certain things when I'm on the phone with her, I'm like, yeah, I'll talk about this with you in person. It's not that I have something to hide, but it's just like nobody likes to air their dirty laundry in public. I don't know if anybody's heard that saying, so that's what it's about. So you have these devices, and I'm sure some of you have them in your home, and if you don't have them in the home, well, you probably have something like this. So you might have something like this, Fire TV. So it's a TV that has Amazon built into it. But guess what? This TV has the ability to listen to you. You get a remote control with it that would have the the voice in it too, the voice activated remote control. Especially if you buy one of these, if you buy these Fire Sticks, the same thing. If you look up here, let me click on one. Okay. So one thing I want to show you is this, right? So you click on this and look at out here. What do you see up here? What do we see? We see this right here. That is a microphone button. You push that button and you talk to the remote. The remote is going to send the signal to the Firefly and the Fire TV, and the Fire TV is going to send that back to Mama Amazon. Okay, so there you go. It doesn't matter. The TV itself might have it built in. I personally don't use this when I'm using a Fire Stick, but I'm sure maybe some of you do. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, but it's there. I mean, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, it's out there. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, it's out there. You can even have an LG TV or Samsung. So if you go to LG TV, so let's just pick one here. So we got a TV here. Here we go. Good old Best Buy. Sure, why not? Okay, so this right here on this TV kind of gives it away, doesn't it? I mean, what does it say right here? LG 55UA700 Series AI, right? So, I mean, it has its own LG software built into it, and LG calls theirs WebOS. LG used to sell smartphones. They stopped doing that. I guess they were using the Android, but they've sort of gone off in their own direction and developed their own WebOS smart TV. So again, one of the things that probably with these TV that would increase the functionality of it tenfold is if you hook it up via Wi-Fi or directly wired Ethernet into your Wi-Fi at home, which means that it's connected to the internet in general, and it's sending things to maybe data centers that LG has. So it's hard to escape these things. It's really hard to escape these things as time goes by, as we replace certain things. Let me see. Let me just do for fun. Okay. Hey, look at that! A Samsung. What's this called? A Samsung Bespoke. Oops. Let's just get rid of that. Right. So a Samsung Bespoke 36-inch with AI. AI, there it is again in the name. AI Family Hub and AI Vision inside of stainless steel. Wow, so you got a TV with all this AI in it. I mean, a TV. Well, it's a TV, but it's in a fridge. In a fridge. So as we replace our products nowadays, you get this thing here, and I'm pretty sure it's looking at what you got in your. It's probably, for all we know, it's probably looking at what groceries you have in the fridge, and it can order your groceries and this, that, and the other thing. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know. So let's see what it could do. It's got beverage center, activity hub, lets you share, stream music. So you can stream music and videos, access recipes, and more, all from your fridge. I'm not advertising for this. I certainly would resist getting something like this. I knew it. AI Vision inside recognizes what's in your fridge. Oh, as of March 2024. AI Vision inside can recognize 33 food items like fresh fruits and veggies. Recognized food items will be regularly added and updated. If the food is covered by hand and not recognized, it maybe this is unknown, but the user can always revise the item through the Family Hug and Smart settings. So what it probably does is oh, you know, you're low on whatever, eggs. You're low on eggs. Let me order eggs from you, from whoever, to come and deliver them to you. Wow. Anyway, yeah, and if you're willing to part with $4,195 of your hard-earned kashish, by all means, get a AI fridge. I'm just gonna do one more thing because I kind of know the answer to this, but I've got to see it from. Okay, so we've got a smart stove range too. Wi-Fi enabled electric range with rapid boil, steam, clean, and stainless steel. So you $895, which actually I'm actually surprised. I wonder if that's Canadian, all right. For a Wi-Fi stove that hooks up to the Wi-Fi, and why you would need your stove to hook up to the Wi-Fi, I have no. Voice control. Hey stove, Bixby or whatever, turn on my stove, start cooking. Sure, yeah. I'm sorry, but this is bollocks. This is bollocks, man. I mean, you have to put your pans on the stove, fill it with water. Come on. But this is where we're headed. Smart stove. Okay. All right. There's no such thing as an AI dishwasher yet, so we haven't gotten that far. Have we? Wait, smart dishwasher Wi-Fi? No. I don't think so. Anyway, but I do want to show you something else. One more thing before I finish. Okay, we'll do this. So they do have like the Google Nest. It's a smart thermostat, which you know, to be honest with you, it could be useful if you're out of the house and you have access to it through your phone. It could be useful in terms of say it's winter and you're trying to cut down on the old heat bill. So as you leave the house and no one's going to be there for a few hours, you could drop the temperature to, not to freezing, but you could drop the temperature low enough that it's not going to keep running your heater all day long. And then, as you know, and maybe an hour or so before you come home, you can jack it up to get like a nice comfortable temperature when you're reaching home. Now, you can also just you have programmable thermostats. We've had that for years. That could perform the same function, but, you know, new thing, shiny new thing, you know how it works. Anyway, I just wanted to show a few examples of some of the nonsense that's out there, the nonsense that we have. Google. This is Google AI mode. I'm curious. Oh, meet AI mode. Ask detailed questions for better responses. Okay, so AI is something that is in our life prevalently. As you can see, it's in our appliances. So, you know, there you go. But I just wanted everybody to just a quick little little video. I haven't uploaded a video on tech for a long time, but I just wanted to talk about this. And this is going to be one of my big things in my fall session of my class. So I hope everybody's keeping safe, and anybody who's welcome. I do teach Inspiring Seniors technology class at Malvern Methodist Church, and it's Mondays and Fridays at 10:30 to midday. So if you you're all is welcome. You don't have to be a senior to come to the class, but if you're interested in these kind of things, then by all means you're welcome to come in. Okay, and it's good to meet people, and people who have the same concerns and the same aspirations as you, to learn more about the technology that we live with. So I just wanted to just make a quick video about that and talk about certain things about what we have, and yeah, I can't really think of anything more that I need to say. So enjoy what's left of the summer. There's a few more. Well, I mean, there's a few more of the summer proper, but summer doesn't officially end, remember, until the 21st of September. So we've got a few more weeks. So I know it feels like fall right now. Fall, you're getting a little fall preview, but yeah, I guarantee you we're gonna still have a few more hot days. There's still a few hot days left in the tank, and cool evenings, so you can go outside and enjoy yourself in the sun, and then you can come home and you can sleep nice and comfortably because the temperature drops down quite a bit, and you get a nice, comfortable, good sleep to wake up the next morning all refreshed. Anyway, get out there, enjoy nature, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the planet, and try to make the most of the good side and the positives of the technology and what we have available to us now. Okay, take care.